Welcome to The Conversation, coming to you live on Lagos Television. I am Ajibola Ojeshola. What a way to start the month of August after the back and forth between government and the organizers of the protests of today. The day is here. Today is here, rather. And from the feelers that we are getting, people are already protesting in some parts of the country. But no matter what you have chosen to do today, please let us be peaceful, let us be orderly, and let us be civil. Adebimpe and Joy.
Good morning, Ajibola.
On my way to work this morning, it was really, the roads were really empty.
Yes.
Just my car coming towards and another one, and that was it. Everybody is alert. Everybody is being careful. Residents have decided to stay back and just observe from home for today. The protest is on, but I don't think there's any violence as at now.
We are hoping that there won't be violence because we don't want a repeat of what happened in 2020 again.
Okay, and when you look at some development that we've had in the last 24 hours, government at different levels, they are still appealing for the understanding of the organizers of the protests and, of course, telling them that some of the steps taken by the federal government would take time for us to begin to feel the impact. And then what can we do again and again is just to appeal to our people. We all know that things are quite expensive in the country. The cost of living is high, and people are barely surviving in Nigeria. But we need to show some understanding to the government of the day, give them more time, and of course, let us see how things will pan out at the end of the day with some of the steps and policies that the government is introducing.
Yes, I like the steps the federal government and, of course, the state governments, are taking. The appeals have not stopped, according to Ajibola. They are still appealing. And, of course, residents, please, I'm talking to us in Lagos here. Please, 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 we all understand what is going on. We are all feeling the brunt of this hardship. Please do not let us add to what we're going through by, destroying properties. Please, your duty is to be law-abiding. Nigeria, I'm hopeful. Nigeria will be better again.
Yeah, and I like the fact that the executive chairman of the 57 local council areas in the state are also taking it serious, engaging stakeholders, community leaders, and the youth on the need to embrace a peaceful protest if they must, participate in the protest.
The federal government had this press conference.
Yeah, the Secretary to the Federal Government.
Secretary to the Federal Government.
And even the Speaker of the House of Reps.
Yes, the Speaker of the House of Reps. They were all there. You can see how important, you mean to our leaders. So even our own governor was out there yesterday still appealing to every one of us.
The ruins of the NSAS protest is still fresh in our memories, and of course, you're a taxpayer, so why would you want to destroy what government have decided to use your money to do? If you destroy the hospitals now when you're ill, where would you go to? If you destroy all the buses the government is providing to make us enjoy transportation in Lagos State, how would you commute from one point to the other? So it is a matter of common sense. You can protest. It is your constitutional right, but in as much as you want to protest, let us be civil, do not be destructive, and of course, go about your protest in a civilized manner at those points that the government have designated for the protest.
From the feelers we're having, we saw, we got a video from Ikeja. And we saw a lot of policemen. We didn't really see anybody or any group of protesters, people were just going about their business, and those who went there to just stand and watch, they are there watching. So from Ikeja, everything is okay.
The day is still young, not hoping for anything evil to happen anyway.
We hope to get more
peaceful
visuals, yes, from around the state.
All right, so stay with Lagos Television. Our correspondent are scattered in every part of the state. They will be giving us minute-by-minute accounts of what is happening. Okay, there you have the the video. Roads are deserted, and of course, okay, that is Alausa Secretariat here, very close to us. People are going about their business. Okay, some people carrying placards there, and they are not violent. Their placards is actually doing the talking, and so this is what we expect to see today. If you are civil, this is on the bridge Ikeja, and we see some policemen there trying to ensure that people are orderly. Of course, they are also respecting the fundamental rights of every Lagosian. So for the policemen, we will also appeal that respect the protesters as long as they are not fomenting any trouble. And for citizens as well, we also must do everything in accordance with the law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So like I did say, our correspondents are scattered in every part of Lagos State. They'll be giving us minute-by-minute accounts of what is happening in the 5 divisions of Lagos State. And of course, our Bija Bureau Chief, Adegboyega Arogbodo, would also be giving us live feeds from the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. So that's the lineup for the program today. Basically, we are focusing on the protest taking place in different parts of the country. So quickly, we take our news points, and we'll be starting from Lagos as usual. Joy.
Okay. Police foil explosive device attack in Lagos. The Lagos State Police Command Anti-Bomb Squad has foiled an improvised explosive device attack in the Ikeja area of the state. According to the police public relations officer, Benjamin Hundeyin confirmed this. He said a vigilant police officer reported that a young man had alighted from the car, carefully dropped a bag by the side of the Nigerian Customs Service Federal Operations Unit fence, returned to the vehicle and sped off. He said the area was immediately cordoned off while the IED experts were deployed to the spot. We further disclosed that the IED was taken to a safe distance where it was detonated around 4 p.m.
Okay, we thank the officers and men of the Nigerian police, Lagos State Command precisely, for being swift, because if that was not discovered early, lives might have been lost and properties are destroyed as well. And I don't know what anybody stands to gain by wanting to be destructive. Of course, they saw the man dropped something, and swiftly they quickly took some actions, and that of course prevented us from losing anybody yesterday in Lagos.
And thank you to the vigilant police officer.
And I think we should also be vigilant as Lagosians as well. Like Joshua would always say, when you see something, you say something. Adebimpe, your story.
Okay. Nelfund disbursed over 1.1 billion naira loans to 20,000 students. That's coming from the managing director of Nigerian Education Loan Fund, Akitunde Sawyer, who disclosed that this 1.1 billion have been disbursed to 20,000 students who applied for the loans. He said as at yesterday, 850 million more will be disbursed at the end of the day. Excuse me. He said the fund would also disburse loans to 260 students for upkeep, with each being entitled to 250,000 naira yearly. This is the much awaited students' loan.
Bless you.
So sorry about that. So what Adebimpe's story is basically saying is easy. Is that these are some of the steps that the federal government is actually taking to limit the hardship of Nigerians. We all know that quite a number of students have been deprived access to education. But these are some of the measures introduced by the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to ensure that everybody have access to education through this fund. And like the MD of Nelfund said, about 1.1 billion naira is already disbursed to about 20,000 students, and more will still come the way of students both in federal institutions as well as state. So my story is next, and this one is titled "Banks, Others Short as Hunger Protest Holds." Banks and other financial institutions in the country will be closed today as the planned hunger strike begins across the country. While none of the banks outrightly announced the closure, chats with different employees of the banks indicated that they have been advised not to report for work today as the bank monitor the protests. A banker who spoke with this particular medium, and I'm quoting the banker now, you saw what happened during previous protests. Banks were targets. We don't want a repeat of a similar experience. Hence, we have been advised to monitor the situation first, and then we know where to go from here. Another banker based in Lagos simply said, I'm not going to work tomorrow. And however, another banker said they were not advised either way, just to exercise caution during their commute. A pension fund administrator, in a mail to their customers on Wednesday, titled Business Continuity Amid Planned Protest, said, due to the planned protests slated for today, please be informed that all of our offices will be closed today and tomorrow, Friday, at the first instance as we monitor the situation. The PFA went on to advise customers to adopt its digital channel for their transactions. Asset management firm, another one also based in Lagos, also issued a notice of closure to its customers yesterday. So I think that's the right thing to do for these banks and other financial institutions in the country. You know, you can never predict or tell what is going to happen at the end of the day, even though the feelers that we are getting so far is not indicating any kind of violence in any part of the country as well as Lagos State. So we continue to appeal, like we have said, for everybody to be on the good side of the law. So this is not the best time for anybody to go to the ATM point or go to banks.
Targets.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, for protest because they feel that, oh, they can. Some just want to steal. It's not.
A lot of people are waiting to wreak havoc.
Yes.
You know, they just want to capitalize on the situation.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, and just break into banks. That will not happen. It won't happen.
All right. So quickly we'll go to X, formerly known as Twitter, and see what is trending there. Of course, it is expected that the hashtag End Bad Governance is what is trending on X this morning. And, you know, people are just giving different comments, different opinions on the protests of today. Some are supporting it, some are not supporting it. And no matter where you have chosen to be, just be civil, be on the good side of the law.
Oh, yeah.
We all know the country is hard. We know that the cost of living is high. We know that food items, especially for my colleagues here, women who go to market from time to time, food items is on the high this time around, and people are barely feeding 3 times daily.
3 times. If you eat once, you thank the Lord.
Aside,
Is it 101 or 11111?
101.
aside food, which is, you know, basic, you can't even buy medications
Oh, yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, that one too,
Some of us have our medications that we take
regularly.
regularly, and then each time you need to get another pack, the prices have increased. No food, no medications, health, no.
Just eat
But
it.
we just hope that our government will believe in them and just continue to be hopeful.
For a
that,
better
yes,
Nigeria.
for a better Nigeria.
Well, hope is not lost yet, and we'll continue to be hopeful, like Adebimpe said. And myself and a colleague of mine were discussing day before yesterday, and she did say to me that a sachet of paracetamol was 50 naira before, now
Now
it's
it's-
300 naira.
Yes.
I cannot imagine what those who are on regular medications are going
Are
through.
going through.
All right, we'll continue to pray for our dear country, Nigeria, and be hopeful that things will change with some of the steps taken by government at different levels. We also read here yesterday that the import duty on rice, wheat, and some other food items have been suspended now by the federal government, and hopefully that will bring down the cost of rice and other materials in the markets. We also want to appeal to our market men and women, please do not increase your profit margin unnecessarily. If you are selling something and you are making a gain of 100 or 200 naira, that's enough. Not 500, not 1,000. because everything is not government.
Exactly. Exactly. We've been saying it here, that it begins with us. We also have a role to play. We can see some of the sacrifices government is making, from the students' loan, the import duty you just talked about. So we also have a role to play as traders, as media practitioners, as teachers, everybody.
All hands must be on
and as
deck.
Ajibola said, why would you have a 1,000% profit? 1,000% profit on your goods.
Even though selling pure water now, it is dollar. Anybody selling that now, it is government. So we are just blaming and blaming and blaming, forgetting to check ourselves as well, and also knowing that we are also contributing one way or the other to the hardship that we are all facing.
Yes.
Until we'll address this, we'll continue to remain at the same spot where we are.
All right, so we'll be expecting live feeds from our correspondents. They are there in different parts of Lagos State. Of course, Adegboyega Robodo, Abuja Bureau Chief, would also be getting in touch with us, giving us live feeds from the Federal Capital Territory. We'll take a break on the program at this moment. When we come back, our guest will be here to discuss the nationwide protest with us.